Hi guys, it is November 10th. We are 15 days away from completing the 75 Heart Challenge. It's been rough, man. I cannot believe it's almost done. And I cannot believe the person that I have become because of this challenge. Now, I'm not gonna jump the horse yet. I'm not gonna give up anytime soon. Like, we're too close to the end. We're too close. But honestly, I think it's become a lifestyle, and I think this challenge really brought out like a whole side of me that I just really needed at this point in my life. So, yeah, let me just talk a little bit about grit, resiliency, and showing up for yourself and consistency. These are things that, they're not easy to accomplish. Honestly, I feel like after the pandemic, I lost a lot of consistency. I lost a lot of, I guess, the grit. I just wasn't really showing up for myself. My discipline was lacking. And I started to do this challenge because I thought that, I've always wanted to do this challenge. Ever since I heard about it, I've always wanted to. It's just I wasn't ready. But where I'm doing it right now in this part of my life, like, it just makes sense, and it has helped me grow so much as a person. And I honestly feel unrecognizable to the person that I was like 2 months ago. I feel 10 times more confident. I feel more positive energy. Even if I did not stick to the same 75 hard challenge rules, I still pushed through in a way that I thought that I wouldn't be able to push through like, for example, running. There's only one time in my life before I started running during this challenge where like I took it seriously. And that was like for one day during Terry Fox run in grade 5 because I just wanted to impress some little boy. But after that, I didn't really run. After that, I think my like sporty skills kind of went downhill. And now I'm in a place where like I am pretty active. I go on runs all the time. I hit the gym. I eat pretty clean. I still have fun. I like my little. I know I'm not really supposed to have a lot of processed stuff, but this part of the semester has been a little tough because Halloween happened, birthdays, events, things like that, a little bit of traveling. Also just like, trying to meet the calories. So if I have a little ice cream, I don't feel guilty because I'm still like severely under. So like I just bought like a little tub, and I try to buy stuff that has less processed, that's less processed. So like the ice cream that I have, it's made with natural ingredients, which is why I'm okay to have it. But I take a look at the ingredient labels before I buy stuff, and then I try to eat like 80%. I think more than 80% is clean eating, on my end at least. And then here and there, I'll have a little snacky snack because, I'm not miserable, man. I am just trying to make this a lifestyle, make this consistent, and meal prep on time, show up for myself on time, go on runs, even in the freaking winter. Yes, yesterday was a blizzard. I was supposed to run. Yesterday was like a whole other thing. Supposed to run 8 kilometers. That was the long distance goal this week. I was supposed to finish 10K by the end of November. I actually achieved that goal and exceeded it by 5 kilometers due to a little survival situation. I was running outside, and then it was a blizzard and I had to finish the run. Thank God I was warm, but I had to run back home because the buses weren't working. And so I ended up running like 14 kilometers yesterday. Things happen in the blizzard too. in the dark because the time, you know, it changed. Daylight savings happened. I can't believe I did that. But now I look back, I feel pretty proud of myself. Yes, I'm taking it easy. I'm not running today. Probably if I am running tomorrow, it'll probably be light, very light. I might keep careful because like I'll be more cautious just because like now that it started to snow, it can be pretty slippery. But I think tomorrow I'll hit the gym before class so that way it balances out. But yeah, I honestly do not recognize the person that I am today. The consistency with school, the consistency with running, the consistency with the gym, the consistency with eating healthy, the consistency with positive thinking and like grit, showing up every day and doing something and being on top of my grades and being on top of my goals and whatnot. Like, I have significantly changed my life around. And I would recommend this amount of growth, or like, I would recommend this challenge to anyone so that they can achieve something that like they just never thought could happen. That I when I started this challenge, it was from a place of like confusion, being lost, unsure what I wanted to do with my life because I was like dealing with something personal and I honestly wasn't feeling like myself all summer. And then I started to do this challenge and I feel like myself again because this is who I am. This is who I've always been. I've been into the self-help. I've been into, being a better person every day, spreading positivity, being a genuine friend to other people, and, trying to, it's not that I'm intentionally inspiring people, but I do like to talk about hobbies rather than other superficial things that like should not take anybody's, time of day. I rather talk about, running and travel and things that like hobbies. I when in small talk instead of like gossiping, that's something like I try to actively like avoid. But yeah, this challenge, like every day I feel so much stronger, so much more resilient. Like I'm persevering through so much, you know, struggles. It's made me say less excuses, and honestly, I'm very proud of myself for that because excuses are my downfall. Like, I don't want to be known as a person that makes an excuse for everything. I want to show up all the time as much as I can. And, on the rare occasion, maybe not. Like, that's okay. It happens. Things will happen. But I want to show up for myself in a meaningful way. I want to create a meaningful life with meaningful people, with meaningful actions and thoughts. It's not going to be perfect every day. There's going to be highs and lows, but I just feel so much happiness from doing this challenge and just figuring out who I am, diving deep and asking myself questions and like getting to know myself a bit more and finding new interests and making new friends and being more open-minded. Like, this challenge has truly changed my life. And even if I did not follow it the same way that it was meant to be followed, I made it work for me as a busy student with extracurriculars and lots of hobbies and things like that. And honestly, like, I cannot explain to you how happy I genuinely am. And these next 15 days, I'm going to go harder. I'm going to train harder. I'm going to keep persevering because it's going to be difficult because we're going right into the exam season. We have a lot of group projects due, we have presentations, a lot of deadlines, some travel here and there, some birthdays. It's going to be tough. There's going to be times where I won't be even able to access a gym because I am not close by. But that's why we balance it out. That's why I'm hitting the gym really hard this week. That's why I'm trying to manage my time. Like, it's working out perfectly fine. And it's because I don't give myself an excuse. Yes, I do take rest days, but because I take rest days, like last week, I ran 2 times. One was the long distance and then one was a recovery run. I couldn't run the rest of the week because I just physically was too exhausted to. But because I did that and I gave myself time, I ran those 8 kilometers in that first part of my run yesterday with an 8:20 pacing. That is lower than any other pace I've done for a long distance run. That's really good. And it's just like these small things, like it just accumulates and it, makes you stronger and it keeps adding to your life. And I just think I'm just very happy with the place that I'm at, and it's not going to stop here. I think this is not about comparing yourself to anyone else. It's about going to war with yourself and the person that you once were and wanting to push yourself to do more and be a better person. And honestly, it is such a rewarding feeling to know that you have accomplished the things that you said you once would do. And now you have a new set of goals. I have a new set of goals that I didn't think I would be able to do. Like, for example, I finished running the 10K by the end of November. Now, I will probably aim to run a half marathon by maybe the end of December. But, that's weather permitting. I don't know. I don't want to run on a treadmill because it's going to be boring, but I probably will have to if that's just the way it's going to be, right? And things like that, And maybe I can sign up now for a half marathon, and instead of running a full one, I run the half but with a better time. Maybe I could perform really well. Who knows? Things are starting to turn around in a way just that I never thought it would turn around before. And I'm just so grateful that I have this opportunity to take my life and have full control over it as much as I can with my actions and, create a meaningful life for myself with a lot of purpose. And I'm grateful and I really appreciate my friends who do support me and who have inspired me to keep pushing and to keep being a better person. They all exhibit traits that I want for myself, and I learn so much from them every day. And honestly, I've just never been in a more grateful, I'm so appreciative, I'm so grateful, I'm super happy, very satisfied. I know I'm working towards goals that I need to achieve academically, career-wise, physically, but I'm just so happy, man. I'm so happy, and I just want to share that with the world, and that's why this channel is here, just for me to just say, hey, you got this too, because you can be down in the trenches, but every day when you decide to take action, things will change. When you decide to show up for yourself, things will change. And, no matter how tough the day is, whether it's like your worst day or it's your best day, showing up, even if it's just for 5 minutes, makes a huge difference. Just showing up every day as much as you can. You're gonna have rest days, you're gonna have bad days, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have like unexpected whirlwind of a day, but just showing up is really the key to seeing so much progress in anything. Going to the gym when you don't want to go, going on a run for even 5 minutes, that's showing up. Doesn't matter if you can't complete the long run in that month, or it doesn't matter if you just don't have the time to. It's about like just doing something and doing a little bit of something every day. You don't need to sit there and cram 8 hours when you can just do a little bit every day and just be done, you know? So yeah, I just had to share my genuine like happiness and contentment. And I honestly wish that more people did not fear taking action in their lives, because you can do so much in just a few days, let alone 75 days, bro. Like, I'm only 60 days into this challenge. I got 15 more days to go. And I've never felt more self-confident in the person that I am today. So, with that being said, I'm going to bed. And I basically have met all my goals today. I'm just going to drink some more water, some tea, and we're good to go. Good night. Bye.